kind of redo and bring a little bit more information from the last live, which was done like the wee hours of this morning with my headset. I see that it's going in and out, so I want to make sure that I'm getting to the point quickly. You are the observer of your life. And I know that sounds like what? Right? But you literally are the observer watching things come into existence in your life. If you want to think of it like there are some things collectively that as a collective we all kind of keep together, right? So you think about a neighborhood, the whole neighborhood thinks about how the houses are there, and so they're there. But once a new group of people come in, let's say, especially when you're talking about people that might have been there like 60 some years, they were saying, oh my God, they come back after not being there for a long time ago. This is completely changed. And what you might talk about is the new people that have come onto the scene, they're gentrifiers. Regentrification is happening. They're making the neighborhood look different, right? Completely different structures up. At that point, it's a new collective holding that process in play. I know that sounds a little bit more difficult, but that's a real thing. Now, next, what you observe is what you experience. And so when you are observing things, I'm going to put this on bills. I'm going to put this on anything that is like coming down on you real hard, where what they are doing is they're sending you communications about something that you don't want to happen that could potentially happen. What you observe about the situation is what will actually happen. So when you decide to put your mind on the exact opposite of whatever it is, let's say it is an eviction notice. You don't sit and contemplate eviction. That's just not what you do. You sit and you contemplate staying there and the solution completely coming through. You sit and you contemplate everything being off. You see it, observe it coming into you. And you can observe energy coming to you, and a lot of people just don't understand that. This is part of the alchemic process of being a human being. So you are supposed to be a person that understands that you can do things differently. Like right now, a lot of people are really being held up on what they feel is real. And so they'll go, oh, TikTok's not real, YouTube's not real, Facebook's not real, Instagram's, all these social media platforms that real money's being made on. Real lifestyles are being changed for people for the better. They look at it like I have to go to this specific place to get my money, and so that's what they see, and that's what they do. And if it isn't happening fast enough for them, they keep seeing it until it does, or eventually they see, oh, I just can't get a job, and eventually they keep seeing those results. What I'm saying to you is that you have to you observe your life happening any day, all day, every day. You observe yourself getting in the shower before you get in it. You think about it. You just like, oh, I'm gonna go get in the shower. Use this body wash, whatever. Or I gotta quickly get in here, get myself completely together because I gotta get on the road. It's the crack of dawn. I want to be coming into the driveway at Dunkin' Donuts at a certain time. You are mentally observing that. Hello, everyone. Wow, really? Wait, really? So if you recognize that the experience that you're having down here is what you see, you're seeing it. Like you're going to see the experience that you're having. You're going to see it. And hello, Queen, you're going to see it. And not gonna, you see it every day. You see yourself going to get a sandwich. You see yourself going to the bathroom. You are seeing things before you actually do them all the time. Every bit of it. And a lot of people go, oh, it's manifestation. It's manifestation. No, it's like literally watching it. It's literally observing things just coming to your life, observing how it's going to happen. And you get up and it goes and happens. Right? That is how this stuff works. Okay? Wow. I don't know what that means. A lot of spicy people on here. Name a car for an edit. Saggy Socks VR. I don't know. Like, what kind of car? Like, what are you talking about? Break that down to me, and I got your car. Um, and I'll think about the car. Just let me know what it is I'm doing. But let's get back to this. You observe everything. You see it in some kind of way before it actually happens. And what I'm saying is that when you decide that you want to see something good happening for you, it's going keep your mind on that. Don't share what you see with everybody. Just see it and watch it come right on in. And I mean it. It's kind of like a regular, especially if it's something that you think is out of your ballpark. It isn't once you start thinking about it. It's there. It's a part of who you are. Any type period. Hey Drew. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so what kind of car? Right now, I'm stuck with the BMW X5. I got a little blue model car of a BMW X5 upstairs on one of my tables, on one of my altars. It's an abundance of BMW X5. There you go. Anyway, what I'm saying to you is it's a sport model. Okay. What I'm saying to you is that you see things coming to you all the time. Yes, that car. You see things coming to you all the time. And we break down life to we're breaking down life and getting to this place where we are kind of watching light fragments move and we're kind of playing with them. That's what we came here to do. I say this because, man, I've been watching some stuff happen in my life since October because I just kept getting this feeling of, like, you know how you do the Tai Chi, and or you think about the Genius Ball and how it's like this, and you know, you think about how things are always moving. Your mind is always moving too, and if your mind is always moving, right? Thank you, Sagi. Socks VR. I don't know what that means, but thank you. If your mind is always moving, you're always thinking. Why not think for your benefit? Most of the time, people think they're being controlled through their thoughts because the world can't have you thinking that everything is horrible. They gotta control you and get you some things that you feel good and spicy about. So most of the time, that is food. It is food, it is electronics, anything that a human being can consume, go out and buy. Because companies want to be able to capitalize on what you see coming directly into you. But they're not teaching children in school. They didn't teach none of us. They're still not teaching this stuff because why in the heck would a world where people selfishly feel that they have to gatekeep the process of bringing abundance into their lives, where they gatekeep that and keep it away from the masses so that they can continue to bring stuff to them, and then the masses think, oh, I can't have anything for myself, it's not enough out here to go around. And that is not true. Your energy is literally being siphoned and used all the time. And you have to learn how to use it for yourself. And if you want to still go to work, you can still do that. If you still want to run a company and have people work for you, you can do that. But recognize that what you see for yourself is what is coming to you. And you can literally change time on things. There are energies out here. Take, for instance, there are different angels. Literally, Metatron is known for being, Archangel Metatron is known for being an angel that changes time. Okay? Literally changes time. Very powerful, high-stepping angel, Raziel. Okay? Don't play with that. Don't play with Raziel. Once you really start to work with Raziel's energy, and I don't know if people here know about this, it is a big process of, like, there's so many different energies. And no, you don't have to work with them to have this come to you. I think we're getting away from the process where we are idolizing human beings, as in different cultural traditions, idolizing actual beings, spiritual beings who can bring stuff to us or not bring stuff to us. But it's based on when we finally start to recognize that we are truthfully an extension of source. Everything is an extension of source. Every single thing is an extension of source. So if everything is an extension of source, that includes you, right? That includes all of us. We can observe and see things coming right into us. This is not a hard process. And it allows, like, you can change time. I was given the example last night, and the main reason why I'm back here talking about it again is because I did recognize, somebody let me know last night that the sound was completely off. And so I'm back here doing this again to make sure that the sound is clear. Think of it like, and the Acela train is coming for you on the tracks. And the Acela train is coming for you on the tracks, and you just skipping across the tracks. It's a very dangerous thing. You should not be doing that. But think of it like that Acela train is moving, and it's moving fast. And then you take your mind off of it. You're just like, oh, I'm just going to skip across. I'm good, right? And all of a sudden, that Acela pulls into a berth, has to stop. There's something going on. People have to get off that train. And the next train coming through is a metro liner from, 150 miles back. It's now running behind schedule for the people that were originally going to be picked up by the Acela, because you changed your mind. You changed what you were observing. That is literally how life works. It's like, take for instance, if a person is going to court, you go to court for whatever reason, a parking ticket, whatever. You see that, I don't know, it could be jury duty, you got something else to do that day, you're focusing on what you have to do that day. And then all of a sudden, because you're not observing court that day, you're observing what it is that you have to go to, which is maybe a festival on art, and you are focused on that, you're getting there, and then you're on your way there, you get a letter 2 days ahead of time saying, oh, court date has been canceled, we'll reach out to you, or this case got canceled, we don't need you, thank you, whatever. That type of energy happens. It happens literally with everything. But what happens is we are taught to observe the negative, or the thing that is worrying us. And when we worry and we get on that vibe stream, think of it like the heart monitor where you can see everything and it's moving. You are so tapped into that, it's coming for you fast. It's like a magnet. Like, boom, it's coming like that. But if you decide, you know what, whatever it is could be coming for me, but I'm going to concentrate on purple flowers, white flowers. Purple flowers, white flowers. I have to go to, there's an arboretum, I'm looking for purple flowers, white flowers. And all of a sudden, everything completely changes. The outcome is different. And I know this sounds haphazard, and I think it's one of the main mysteries of being a human being is that people don't understand they have the ability to literally mold life like clay. You can get up one morning and decide you want to have you an amazing sandwich, or a cookies and cream milkshake. Shake Shack, here I come, okay? Shake Shack need good milkshakes, right? I'm gonna go and get that. Good afternoon, everyone. I don't see anybody else in the chat, but I wanted to make sure I'm saying hello to those who are passing through. The point is that when you observe that and you see it coming into you, and also go off and live. Go off and live and have a good day, but when you observe it, it's coming right to you. And then before you know it, it literally has shown up. Yo, we going to Five Guys, or we gonna go to Cold Stone, or yo, we thinking about going to Shake Shack. You coming? Yeah, man, I'm coming. Oh yeah, I'm coming. Get my cookies and cream milkshake today, right? Because you know what I mean? You didn't set it up. It came into you, and now you're there. This is how life happens about everything. It happens like that when you decide, you observe yourself making a tuna sandwich, or you observe yourself having some tea, or you observe yourself having a really good day, or you observe yourself meditating, or you observe yourself working with crystals. All I'm saying is that the focus that comes to you as negative, as something that could scare the heck out of you, scare you out of your wits, your focus on it is what brings it directly into you. As soon as you focus on something else and it's coming directly for you, and it's something that you actually really do want, and it's in response to that thing that you don't want, you're clear on what you do want, it's coming in. The thing you do want. And I'm going to tell you, you don't need to hang in the background. But what if, as soon as you go, but what if this thing is now back on its trajectory towards you? As soon as you just give your unabated attention to, I know what I don't want, but so what do I actually want? You give your unabated attention to that. But it's not like, this is not a dogmatic process. This is not, I'm going to sit down and journal about this all day. This is not, I'm going to sit and repeat this to myself all day. And I have done that. I have taken days and done like 6 hours or 8 hours of affirmations to change wiring in the head. And I liked it. I wouldn't do it. I don't have to do it now. It's not something I would do again. But it was cool to do. You don't have to do that. It's just not necessary. All you have to do is recognize that in what you don't want to happen, you know exactly what you do want. Everyone who is aware of Abraham has heard of this terminology, and it actually used to annoy the crap out of me. You know, by the fact that you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. And what you have to do is focus on that. And they look at that as a law of attraction process. But it's really just you looking at and seeing, okay, no, I don't want a house that's got black doors on it and black shutters. I want a house with white shutters. And then you just are looking at houses with white shutters, and you keep seeing houses with white shutters. You're observing houses with white shutters. You're observing, as you pull up to your home, how the shutters could be put, the white shutters on your home. You keep observing white shutters coming in whenever you think about white shutters. And when you see those black shutters, well, I want the white shutters, and then you see more of the white shutters. And then before you know it, through some auspicious, and I'm going to say magical, alchemic process, you got white shutters on your house. Or you move into a house with white shutters. Okay? Shoot. Once you do this type of work, this is that reverse engineering process to the thing of what you want. Right? A lot of the time, what happens is nobody's saying that part. So I'm observing this thing coming into me. But there are processes in between that remind me of what it is I'm observing coming into me. So I'm going to work, as I keep coming here talking about this process from a Cancer rising standpoint, because I'm a Cancer rising, and I'm going to look at the world through the lens of the moon and see what the day brings for me. Like today, I believe the moon is in Cancer. And so I'll be working from a standpoint of home, doing things around the house, and making life about what I want to see. Being reminded all the time of what I want to see. And reminding myself of what I want to see when something else comes to me. That's that thing, right? Because like a lot of people tend to go, oh well, I just work my life according to the moon. That's all well and good, but you can still get mail. You can get mail that is driving you crazy, some type of notice. You can get a telephone call, because the moon could be in something that's pretty volatile for you that day. It could be squaring something crazy in the sky, and then you dealing with craziness. There's still you observing what you want to come into you. We're not talking about law of attraction here either. I'm not talking about that. Because this is not that type of dogmatic, I want to be hopped up on happy juice, because that's just not how life is. We're not going to always be happy people, but we can observe what we want to see. We can observe what we want to experience. We can observe happy moments coming in, and then they just come in. Okay? Our gift is in observation. And those observation points are there on all the laws of the universe, specifically those 12. When you're looking at the law of gender, the law of compensation, the law of polarity, the law of relativity, the law of attraction, the law of perpetual transmutation, the law of divine oneness. I'm at 7. Wait a minute. The law of, I'm forgetting the last 5. But there are laws, and we apply our observing energy through all those laws. You're going to observe that you gave something valuable to the world, and now in that giving, which is that masculine energy, the feminine energy is to receive something awesome from the world. That's the law of gender. That's also the law of compensation. A lot of these laws look very similar, right? That law of polarity, whatever negative is happening right now, there's a positive on the other side pushing through. You are observing the positive pushing through. The positive pushing through is what you want to see. Everybody got hung up on the law of attraction, but it's just too many laws. There's so many laws. Everybody talks about the law of assumption, but I think that's actually pulled up in the law of divine oneness, right? When you realize that you are the being, you are being and the energy and the source that is bringing to you all of your experiences, as you get older, it is easier to mold your life. When we're young and we get here, that's why we have older people here to help us as guides, if they know about it, to guide a child and show them that what you see is coming into you. And so watch what you choose to see. And what you see is in your third eye. It's not necessarily on television. That'll just be reminding you or actually reflecting back to you what you are seeing in your third eye. Okay? Again, we are the observers. We observe our life, and our life is happening based on what it is that we choose to see. It's not for us to get into, the law, where you're thinking about, I have to get to this vibration. Okay, you can get to the vibration, and the vibration is important. But if you don't have a moment to get into the vibration, there's just so much on this planet that makes it so you can get there quickly without that issue. Like grounding. Going outside into a park, literally Finding a place where you feel like your feet would be comfortable, because I get the icks real fast. And then taking my feet out of shoes and socks, and then standing on the ground. It immediately takes out anything that's kinetically building in the body, not just inflammation. Takes energy, like negative energy, out of you too. It's like a deflated balloon. That's what it does. It's important to understand, again, we have so many tools here to make life extremely interesting, but most of the time our tools we are turning against ourselves because nobody's educating us on it. Rhonda Byrne, I don't think she really tried to do it. She wanted everybody to kind of get her book The Secret, which was cool. And she changed things around when she began to understand that there was a more esoteric process to everything, and that people shouldn't just be. She kind of gate kept the process while trying to give it to people, right? And so that's when Abraham took off, because Abraham was in the initial video of The Secret and eventually completely edited out. You look at Lisa Nichols, she was in that too. I think it's Dave Vicente was in it, the guy from the stuff Chicken Soup for the Soul. There were so many people that were involved with The Secret that were trying to tell you, if you observe it, you can have it. But they were talking about it only from the law of attraction standpoint. But there are so many laws that just make it, that reinforce the same process. And so you don't have to be caught up on the law of attraction. Law of assumption either. At the end of the day, you get up, you see it coming to you, and you're going to be becoming a master at things coming to you. What you choose to see. When you recognize that it's a third eye or an internal vision process, oh honey, life just opens up. Because it'll be a fleeting thought of, let's say my partner, I wanted him to get this phone call because he wanted to pay this bill and he was trying to figure out who the people were. I thought about it, kept pushing for the day. Maybe 10 minutes later, a phone call came in. It was the exact phone call he was looking for. Boom. Okay? That happened. For me, it's other things. It's the same type of thing. And it's a fleeting process. And it's not, I'm going to sit and concentrate and make myself crazy. But it is, I'm going to sit and observe my thoughts. It's no different than meditation. It's like an open-eyed meditation. You're getting up and just watching life happen. Again, you're the observer. And as you are the observer, you are seeing a lot of things. You can fine-tune what you see. Okay? So my point to everyone is, I wanted to come here to make sure it's clear. You observe and you can change the trajectory of your life day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute. I swear to God. It is a simple process. Please trust yourself. It is about allowing your internal compass to see things. And if you want your internal compass to change, if you are around a lot of negative people and you think negative things and you are tired of having those experiences, the best thing to do, meditate. Meditate, baby. Find some meditation to do. Okay? And then I like to recommend other people's channels. Check out Erin Lyons. I think she's awesome. And check out anything Abraham. Also, anything with Sanaya Roman and Dwayne Packer. I don't know if they ever made it to YouTube, but their books are awesome. Okay? Everybody have a good day. This video is actually longer than the one last night. I know you heard me. Everybody have a great, awesome day. I'll be seeing you. Peace.